Tonight is the free agency talk, and we're going to be talking about, I'm going to see if I can take this off for a minute. And, let's see. Um, I'm going to my phone is just fine. It works just fine, and I don't have to use this Bluetooth if I don't need it. I'm not going to use it anyways. I can't even talk into it. So, one of the questions I have for you guys, and what do you think about what Jarius need, and how can he slow down the the wide receivers that try to beat him deep? I don't think you can. It's just not easy for a wide receiver versus the best corner in the NFL with Jarius Sneed, and with Jarius Sneed basically shut down everybody last year except for Devontae Adams. And where was Devontae Adams at, really? And Devontae Adams had a decent game against him. He had 6 receptions and I think 66 yards or something like that. I don't know. What was it? If anybody's in the comments right now, please correct me and give me the correct answer for the Vontae Adams stats, please. Against what Jay Sneed, and now we got Cheeto on the other side, and I think Cheeto is gonna be Oh, let's see. Let's send this. Um, hold on. I'm going to hold on. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can figure out this again. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys. I just don't know how to use the email on the iPhone. It's completely different. I can't figure it out. Still, it's just different. But it's hard to do on the iPhone. And I can't figure it out for some reason. If you guys comment, I um I think I should have Arion in a little bit, but I tried to see if Jonathan wanted to come on, but I wasn't able to send him the email for the link. But this this iPhone is completely different compared to Android email. So I don't know how to do it on this phone, and it's very hard to figure out on this phone, and I should be able to figure it out in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, when I get my Apple ID back and everything, and this this thing is weird for some reason. I don't know why, but I never used this thing for podcasting. I'm always I'm always an Android guy, and that's what I was until now. But I'm done with Android now. So, um, I, I just don't know how to use this iPhone. It's so damn different with the email. I can't figure it out. It's it's it doesn't do everything Android does. Android is so it was easier with the email and everything, and I can't figure it out on this phone. I'm sorry, guys. I just still, it's still hard. It's, it's still, it's still a pain in the butt. I mean, I just don't know how to use the email, and my phone is clear. I really like this iPhone camera, but the email is just aggravating right now. It's hard to figure out, but hopefully I can figure it out. Um, I know my uncle helped me get the email earlier, but it's kind of hard to use. Hopefully I can get it figured out. On this phone, and I want to see if I can talk to a couple people about this phone and try to use the email the correct way on this phone. It's it's so damn different. I just don't know how to use the email on it. It's it's so hard to use. I just can't figure it out. It's man, I don't know what it is, but it's giving me a hard time with the email. But its email is just hopefully I can figure it out once I get used to it, and I'm not used to this phone yet, and It's it's very hard to use right now for me, but I do know how to use it in the other ways. So, but not the email. No, I don't know how to use it with the email, and the email is harder to use. But I, I back to what I was saying about the football thing. I think Devontae Adams actually had 66 yards and or whatever, and Devontae Adams was a big was a big was a big was a was a good wide receiver for 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 Jarius Sneed to stop, but with Jarius Sneed had two games against him in the 2023 season, and Now he's gonna recommend playing against Stefan Diggs twice, twice a year, and I think that's gonna be the interesting scenario. But Stefan Diggs is not. It's not the wide receiver anymore that we all expect him to be. He's not going to be the kind of wide receiver we all expect him to be. He's just one of those wide receivers that likes to refuse when it comes to the big game, and the Texans are no slouch, but when they get this, so when they get all of these guys, it's like what? It's like how? It's um the Texans fans like to diss on us because we got the Oiler uniforms, but so what? Get over that. It's it's not your uniform, but you have to get over that, and you have to move on, and you have to step on to your uniform, and you have to. At least you guys got your throwbacks now, Texans, but Texans, your throwbacks were nothing compared to the Oilers. I promise you that. They were stupid. I promise you. I don't like it. I just don't like the throwback. It was ugly. I just. I'm not saying it because someone else said it. I'm just saying it to recommend you guys the Texans uniforms, the new ones that got rinked. I think they look ugly. It makes me want to throw up when I see that. When I see that horn as the logo on as the Nike logo. That's all they basically did was what I don't know who the heck does that. That's weird. It's random. I just it's so dumb. I don't I don't recommend the Houston Texans uniforms. I don't like them. I don't like Houston Texans fans, but shout out to them. They had a hell of a run last season. They won one playoffs game against the Cleveland Browns, but they didn't make it in the second round. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens, and I told everybody the Baltimore Ravens are gonna beat the Texans. I told everybody. I told everybody that the Baltimore Ravens were going to beat the Texans. I predicted. I even said that the Baltimore Ravens would beat the Texans. I even said that they would. But I hate the Ravens. And the Ravens are a really good team, but not against Legarius Sneed. Legarius Sneed made Zay Flowers look stupid last year when he did that fumble in the end zone. That was funny, and I just don't think that the Ravens have that good of a. They are a good team, but now they got Derrick Henry, and all this and that. Derrick Henry's gone now, all this and that, but yes, I know Derrick Henry's gonna want to win a championship, but sadly, I just don't see it from the Ravens. I don't anytime soon right now. I just don't. I don't. I rather. I rather see the Ravens win a championship with Derrick Henry, but unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't. And Derrick Henry is not gonna recommend it's so he's not going to get the ball 30 times a game. He's not going to get the ball 25 times a game. He's not going to get the ball like he's supposed to, with Lamar Jackson being a rushing running back, a rushing quarterback, and Lamar Jackson can also throw the ball, but Lamar Jackson doesn't have the kind of arm Will Levis does. Will Levis can throw the ball freaking, you can launch it down the field, and it's like a freaking rocket. It takes off like it's a like it's one of those things that it takes off, and it's like one of those. It's so Will Levis can throw the ball further than Lamar Jackson, and I think Will Levis has the talent to get us to the Super Bowl. To be honest with you, do we have do we have so when you guys come back in the chat, I'm asking you guys, do you think that we do you think that we have the team to do it this year or next year? But um so I don't think we have I think we have all the guys that are needed for the team, but as of right now, it looks like we can go to the playoffs, but the Super Bowl will be another year or two before we get the new stadium. But um, I'm gonna say that I think that Will Levis is the guy to take us there, but I just think that we need a couple more pieces to work around Will Levis, and we need a couple more offensive linemen. And it's not going to take just one offensive lineman. It's gonna take like one to two, maybe. And let's try to get another offensive lineman in the draft. I'm wondering if Joe Arts will fall to us, but Joe Arts is he's amazing. But Joe Arts I've heard a lot of good things about him, and I think Joe Arts has got the talent to be that number one guy in the left tackle position, but it's kind of hard to be honest with you. It's not easy to play the game of football like everybody else thinks it is. It's not. To be honest with you, it's only gonna help Will Levis get better at the game of football, and Will Levis is going to be able to rely on his guys, Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins, and I think that's gonna be one of the key pieces. And with Jay Sneed coming over to the Tennessee Titans and Cheeto, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be huge for the Titans and for the fact that I can't forget about the center we picked up from the Denver Broncos, but I've heard great things about him as well. But he's I just don't think he's that Ben Jones, but he might be Bruce Matthews or who was it? Who was his son back in the day? I can't think of his name. It's on the top of my head, but I'm gonna look and see who was that really good center back in the day for the Titans when Stephen Nair was playing on the Titans and who was that really good guy? Was it wasn't Michael Roos, but it was I know Bruce Matthews played on the Titans for a long time, and he also played on the Oilers, but the Oilers. I can't wait to shut the Texans up this season because the Texans, most definitely the Colts, because I don't like the Colts. They suck. They thought they were gonna get Jarius Sneed from us, but Jarius Sneed came over to the Titans and said, "Nope, I'm not doing the Colts." But he's only gonna shut down. He's only gonna shut down whatever his name is. Whatever his name is. Is it Michael Pittman Jr.? He's gonna shut down. Holy crap! He's gonna be really well this year. I mean, with JSC, it's gonna be that number one piece. I think Roger McCreary can hold it down in the middle and inside. In the inside, Roger McCreary has done really well in the inside, and he's only with Jay Sneed and Cheeto. It's only gonna make him work. It's only gonna make him better in his position and look at it. It's not easy. It's gonna be easy for Jay Sneed to play the game of the corner position, but Jay Sneed is going to throw Tyreek Hill down again. I promise you that. But Jay Sneed is gonna make Tyreek Hill look dumb again. But to be honest with you, it's gonna be it's going to be one of those games where the Indianapolis Colts are not going to be able to do much against the number one corners in the NFL. They're not going to. They're not going. They're not going to. Just the Texans definitely not. They got a Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs is not the wide receiver that we all thought he was going to be. But Stephon Diggs, uh, good luck. Pick your poison against Legarius Sneed and Cheeto. And I'm so excited for the season. I just can't wait. And it's definitely gonna be one of those matchups where it gets easier and easier and easier for Jarius Smith to shut down these number one wide receivers. And not only that, it's going to it's going to sell out the best players available on the offense of other teams. And for the fact that I recommend the Chargers don't even have a wide receiver. They 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 um they they suck this year, to be honest with you. But the Chargers are not gonna be very good. The Chargers are just gonna gonna freaking, I don't know what they're gonna do with Christian Fulton. I don't like Christian Fulton, to be honest with you. I just don't think that Christian Fulton is that guy. I don't like him. I don't, to be honest with you. He doesn't take blame for his consequences. He's always blaming the other guys, and I just think that Christian Fulton is not the kind of guy, and he's definitely not the kind of guy. The Colts, I don't know what, I don't know. I, I just don't know how the Chargers picked Christian Fulton up. It's weird. It's random. I don't know how they did that. It's so random. I mean, the Chargers actually they're going to do bad this year. They're going to make the game easier for the Titans on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. So I'm very excited for both of those, and I'm very excited for the I'm very, 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 very excited for the Dolphins game this year too. And the Dolphins cannot recommend throwing the ball on the Titans, to be honest with you. And and no, like I was telling Haley today about the Kansas City Chiefs, I do not want them to go back to the Super Bowl. I do not. They will not make it this year. I promise you that much. They will not. They will not make it this year. They will not. They will not do it because they don't have. They don't have the number one corner. But Jarius Sneed is a Tennessee Titan, and I love it. I can't wait to see what this team looks like going into the regular season. the Titans. And to be honest with you, I'm ready to just get in the game of football and watch it. And not only that, I'm ready to recommend the process of watching with Jerry Sneed and 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 keeping up with the game of football and keeping just directly um just directly keeping my eyes on a player. That's what I'm gonna do. 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to recommend. I'm going to refuse that the Dolphins will win against the Titans. Nope, they're not. They're not going to. I hope that Jerry Sneed puts his hands on Tyreek Hill, make him look stupid again. To be honest with you, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I think that with Jerry Sneed, it's gonna be great for the Titans moving forward, and I think that with Jerry Sneed has that swagger in him. One. He's that one guy that likes to get in your face. He's that one guy that likes to to shut down your best weapon on the team, and he's that guy that likes to throw you off the field, and he's that guy that likes to re, to refuse to lose, and um. All right. That's that's about it. I'm going to end the stream right here. That's all I wanted to talk about, and I'm done for the night. And have a good night, guys.